Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Michelangelo here bringing you another video. So what I have for you today is a video that's titled 10 Things You Need to Know About Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I am very excited for this. Shout out to GameRanks for this particular video. I'll link all of their info down below. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is almost upon us guys. 3 more days before the greatness that is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is in our hands. I cannot wait. We're definitely going to be doing a walkthrough on it. If you guys watch my One Piece Pirate Warriors Road to Pirate Warriors 4 walkthrough, that's basically how we're going to be tackling the whole Dragon Ball Z Kakarot walkthrough. So I'm going to be doing pre-recorded gameplay of it, and then I'll upload it to the channel and everything. And you guys seem to really like the the One Piece Pirate Warriors walkthrough and everything. So that's basically how we're going to be covering Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. 3 days guys, I am so very excited, so I'm not going to waste any time. Let us see what GameRanks has for us here. Without any further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. 3 days, man. I'm so freaking excited. Let's go.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is finally almost here.
Yes.
Now, is this the Dragon Ball game to finally realize the potential of the open-ish world,
Probably.
and story-driven
Maybe.
RPG gameplay in the Dragon Ball universe?
Maybe.
Or will it miss the mark? I mean, we'll decide finally.
Really hope it doesn't, though. Really hope it doesn't. But either way, I'm still excited for the game.
Everything you need to know. We got 10 things, so let's get started off with number 10.
Alright, what's number 10?
About the story. Now, there was some confusion around the announcement of the game as to how much of the Dragon Ball Z timeline it was going to cover.
True, because people thought it was going to only cover until Frieza, until the Frieza saga.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot at E3, since at first they only showed stuff from the first few arcs of the series.
Saiyan saga all the way to the Frieza, yeah.
And Goku going into Super Saiyan for the first time.
Yep.
Well, now we know that the game will cover all of the big sagas.
Till the Buu saga, I'm so excited.
From the Saiyan, Namek, Cell, and
I cannot wait to play the Buu saga.
And even playable at events. It's a really good thing to see because there's a lot of story to tell in the Dragon Ball Z timeline.
True.
And it's great to have it all in one complete package.
We got Garlic Jr. stuff and everything, so maybe that might be what part of the story that they have planned for the game, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
So we're really pumped to see how it turns out and like how they end up handling it all. It's such a long, now 30-year-old story, so seeing it be adopted yet again, but as a modern console game, it's gonna be pretty interesting, honestly.
True.
Now over at number 9, while it's cool that we're getting all of the major plot points covered in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, for quite a while it was assumed that it would be more or less the updated, streamlined, reissued Dragon Ball Z Kai.
I'm glad it's not Kai. I'm glad.
100 episodes of more filler.
Because they're covering more of the filler stuff, like Goku and Piccolo doing the whole driving test thing.
That said, we do know, thanks to an article in Jump Magazine translated by Silicon Era, that some of that filler content from the original series will be present.
I'm so glad, man.
Specifically
I'm so glad.
A very, very good filler episode where Goku and Piccolo have to
go the driving test,
It will even include its own mini game. That's the stuff that some fans really do care about, and it's good.
Bingo! Let's go!
How much of the side stories and filler arcs will make their way into this? Because they have to make cuts, otherwise the game will be 1,000 hours long. But we're hoping to have some more stuff, like the Garlic Jr. saga.
Yes, exactly what I was saying.
Will make an appearance maybe, but only time will tell. Now, next at number 8, while the game's story pretty much follows the manga and show pretty much exactly, there is going to be some new side stuff added to the game as well.
I'm glad.
Like we talked about in the previous point.
Yeah.
One of the new things we're getting is a new character, created by Akira Toriyama himself. Her name is Banyu, and she is a former member of the Ginyu Force. But
she left the Ginyu Force because she didn't like the poses and everything.
It's only going to be a part of a short sub-quest in the game, I guess, so it doesn't really mess with the canon of the main storyline. Okay. But hey, it's still cool. It's little stuff like this.
I cannot wait to play as Vegito, man.
Different enough, so it doesn't.
The Buu saga is the one saga I'm very excited for.
That you've already experienced in the show. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z has some really cool characters, and I'm always down to get more. Especially from the man himself. Anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes at number 7. What kind of game is this? Exactly. Now, I know looking at it, you might not totally be able to tell what it is, but it is an action RPG, but also kind of a fighting game. Like, when it's time to fight, the enemies, the camera kind of changes to over the shoulder, and it becomes an arena fighter.
True.
Kind of similar to Jump Force if you played that. There's absolutely no PvP here either, so the combat was designed to fit a PvE experience. So sometimes it may not be fair, opponents might be a bit more powerful at times. Playing as Goku, you'll be able to run around areas, completing main quests, side quests, diversions. Like
this game is going to be so awesome, man.
In these open areas. Now, it's not an open world game though completely. Instead, there are
I'm gonna farm on sea orbs, man.
Visiting, unlocking more.
Like I'm gonna go everywhere and see if I can get the underwater ones, the grassland ones, and the Rocky Mountain ones, because they're different types, you know?
You can fly around a bunch, you know, that is important. According to a Kotaku report, Goku won't have all of his powers right out of the gate.
That's good.
And you'll be unlocking more and more as Goku becomes more.
I mean, if you face rabbits and you're already capable of going Super Saiyan 3, it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair at all.
Said this.
To rabbits, that is.
To immerse the player into what Goku is feeling in these different moments.
That's good.
It sounds like they're really trying to tell a Goku story, as if the title
that's the reason.
Give it away. And
that's the reason it's called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
While telling that story. We're down with that. Now over at number 6, just like other RPGs and kind of unlike Dragon Ball Z games, Kakarot will have a ton of side stuff that you can do.
Look at the dinosaur over there in the background. That is so cool, man.
For one, there are animals running around that you can hunt and then cook their meat at one of the many scattered campfires you can find throughout the game world.
This game is gonna be
just
so
like other
freaking
RPGs,
amazing.
this recovers
3 days, man! 3 freaking days!
Depending on what ingredients you use to cook. There are also materials to collect, like minerals scattered throughout the world. Although we don't know exactly what they're used for besides trading to vendors. There are also mini games as well, such as eating, driving, and fishing. Where Goku reattaches his tail and uses it to fish. I don't know.
Vegeta and Trunks use a fishing rod, but Goku and Gohan use
you'll also
their tails.
Fly around and collect Z-orbs, which acts as a currency. So even though the worlds look a little empty at times, there's gonna be stuff there to keep you busy, even roaming enemies.
I'm glad.
Now over at number 5, while the game will be following a lot of the original story threads from the source material, it'll also be diving deeper into the stuff that wasn't even in the anime or the manga.
I'm glad.
Post on the official
One thing I want to know, hopefully, maybe they'll talk about what Goku was doing when he was on Yadrat, you know?
That the game will include backstories that
and maybe we can see
the quote is Dragon Ball Z
how like he learns instant transmission, or maybe we can have like a mini game showing us how to do instant transmission. Instant transmission
into the world. Now, yeah, that isn't like super specific about what kind of backstories they're going to be. There are a lot of gaps.
True.
We don't know what people are up to.
Yeah.
And we can now see what was going on, like when Gohan is just knocking around between the Cell and the Great Saiyaman sagas, or as we've seen others online postulate, what Goku was up to on planet Yardrat after defeating Frieza and, you know, learn the instant transmission technique. There's a lot of room to explore in this space, so the possibilities are pretty damn near endless, especially given how many characters there are in the universe and how only a handful are ever in the spotlight at any one given time. It can open the doors for some really cool shit.
True.
Now over at number 4, Goku is awesome. Dragon Ball Z also has a ton of other really cool characters though that I know we'd all love to see, and as expected, a lot of them are going to make an appearance in this game, seeing as how it follows the storyline of the whole show.
Yeah.
You'll be able to call in a lot of fighters to assist you in combat.
Support characters,
one thing that maybe you didn't know is that you get to play as more than
ain't just Goku.
So far, it's been confirmed that you can play as Goku, Gohan, Piccolo, Gotenks, Vegeta, Future Trunks, and
Vegito, my nigga.
Goku's crew like Yamcha and Krillin are in the game as characters
support
that you can call
characters,
in as support during a battle. There are characters like Bulma and Master Roshi who are going to pop up as NPCs. Then, of course, the baddies in the game will be boss battles mostly. Honestly, it's safe to assume that we're going to see most, if not all, of the mainline Dragon Ball Z characters, even if they did do my boy Krillin dirty by making him just a support character and not a playable one, but hey, we'll let that go.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Down to number 3, it's definitely worth noting that this isn't coming out from any random shovelware company.
CyberConnect
it's
2.
Actually being developed by CyberConnect 2.
Yep, CC2. In CC2 we trust.
Anime games. CyberConnect 2 made a name for themselves years back for being
with all sorts of awesome games, from Asura's Wrath, Naruto,
which
you know,
have been pretty well received and lauded anime arena fighters.
The Storm games,
for the last decade.
Ultimate Ninja series,
like the Dot Hack series, and Asura's Wrath.
Yes, Asura!
It's also a development.
That game was so freaking mind-blowing. Mind-blowing.
Series like Dragon Ball Z needs, and it'll be interesting to see how they bring those giant bombastic fights to life in a 3D space, because boy, does Dragon Ball Z get crazy towards the back half. Having a studio who's experienced with something like the Naruto games, or in particular, where big ridiculous...
This game is in perfect hands. CC2 is amazing.
Makes total sense. And down to number 2, just like every other RPG, Kakarot does have a pretty sizable skill tree.
Yeah.
Seeing that there are numerous
skill tree is insane.
There are numerous skill trees, with each character having their own. This is pretty cool because it's safe to assume that each character will have a skill tree.
Like you're gonna have to grind a lot to be able to unlock all these upgrades.
Each one have their own unique
in the skill tree.
Now, like we mentioned earlier, you can collect Z orbs out in the world, and you use these to level up each skill tree.
Sure.
There are 3 types of Z orbs though. Each one can.
Yeah, the ones for the water, grasslands, and then there's like Rocky Mountain ones, the red ones.
Blue ones underwater, and the red ones on land, but like what seems to be more mountainous terrain.
Yeah.
There are also soul emblems that you can earn as well, and when you use them, you'll get certain rewards with certain combinations of them actually hooking you up with different special power-ups. So there is definitely RPG stuff here. That's what we know right now.
Oh man, I cannot wait.
Number 1, as usual, it's time for a little bit of housekeeping. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is currently set to release
January 17th. 3 more days.
2020.
3 more days.
PlayStation 4, Xbox One.
Like what? It's the 13th right now. 3 more days.
So if you plan on playing this one portably, you're kind of out of luck. Now, as far as editions go, like any big game,
it's not going to be on Switch.
You have your choice of a ton of different versions, starting with the base standard.
I got the Ultimate Edition.
Next up, you have the $85 deluxe.
I wanted to get the collectors, but unfortunately, shipping sucks in my country, so I couldn't.
Original story episodes and 1 new story arc, a music pack, a cooking item, and the pre-order bonus. The next step up from there is the $95 Ultimate Edition, which gets you everything previously mentioned, plus, and I quote, 1 new way to travel. Tao Pai Pai Pillar, whatever that means.
General Tao's thing,
you get the $200 collector's
from Dragon Ball. The one that he used to write, he used to throw it, and then he freaking rides on it, like, wow.
Art book. And a
Mercenary Tao
of Goku and Gohan, which looks really cool, and then you get all the pre-order bonus content. Now, as far as console enhancements go, the game will be X-enhanced and run at 4K on Xbox One.
Wow, okay.
The specifics really remain to be seen. We just have our fingers crossed that the PC port is actually decent. We'll see, though. Thankfully, the remainder of our questions will be answered on January 17th. But if you're a Dragon Ball fan and you're looking forward to this game, we would love to hear from you.
So excited. Cannot wait
to get caught up if you've been living under a rock. Let us know anything in the comments about DBZ Kakarot, anything you want, your hopes and dreams, anything at all. And if you enjoyed this video and maybe we taught you something, clicking the like button is the best way you can help us out.
All right.
If you're new, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell because we put out videos every single day. But either way, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
All right, guys. Please do me a favor, subscribe to Game Ranks. I'll link all of their info down below, like I said at the beginning of the video. They're really awesome channel, man. Anyway, I am so excited for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It is 3 days, like I said. I am so hyped. We're gonna be, man, it's been a long road, I must say. Ever since the game got announced, I cannot believe we're finally here. We're just 3 days away from the greatness that is gonna be Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I am so excited. I know many people aren't really too hyped about it because of the whole idea of you're basically just going through the the same Dragon Ball Z story, but for me I don't really mind because we haven't been told a story like this in like an in-depth sort of story like this, because they're covering everything, from the the freaking farmer with a shotgun, and everything, and the freaking driving test with Piccolo and Goku and everything. Like, they're covering so much and they're going in depth with the story, and that's what I love about what CC2 is doing here. No other, I mean, like, it's just, man, it might be the same Dragon Ball story, but it's never been covered like this. That's one thing I will say. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, I'd super appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new, really appreciate that. Also, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed my reaction to this. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is just, I'm so excited, man. I can't. Anyway, hit the notification bell as well so that you don't miss out on any of my reactions and my walkthrough of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, because we're definitely gonna be covering the game. Also, follow me on all my social media, Twitter and Instagram, and I guess we'll take it from there, guys. Do me a favor, take care of each other. Peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.